Итак, всем привет, с вами Домнин. И сегодня у нас внезапный стрим по Chicken Police, который я давно уже приобрел. И все как-то хотел поиграть. Вот, но что-то все то одно, то другое. И тут вдруг я вспомнил, что мне какой-нибудь нуар хочется так сказать, посмотреть. А сообразил, что у меня же неигранная Chicken Police, которую все так хвалили, говорят, очень юморная. Короче, смысл в том, что к живущему в зверином мире, как видите, по нашей посетительнице, бывшему полицейскому, а ныне частному детективу Санни, он, собственно, петух, поэтому Chicken Police, пришла роковая женщина, судя по всему, и хочет вовлечь его в неприятности. Стилизация, конечно, прям отличная. Видите, куча бумаг, который он даже не знает, что это. Дешевая виски.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range.
Да, и эта шутка на нем того, что черно-белый, как бы как классический нуар, поэтому все виски одинакового
I
цвета.
promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
Пишущая машинка, это, видимо, подколка. Так, знаете что, давайте-ка вам сделаем, чтобы были русские субтитры, а то вы ничего не поймете половина. Фотографии. Это, видимо...
The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
Это отсылка к разработчикам.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life. Before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Ты прав, Женя.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Да, вот бы понять, почему есть ботинки. Не, лучше оставим. Нуар.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Да, в самом-то деле.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes.
Да.
Just in case.
Ну, нам, наверное, некуда звонить пока что. Ладно, давайте перестанем ее томить. Посмотреться мы и потом сможем.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe
Отсылка к
instead
Филиппу
of me.
Марлоу.
He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Classy dame. Да.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Просто это штамп такой, что типа дамам вместо виски надо налить какую-нибудь портвишку там или шерри. А это сразу бурбона накатить. Не пьющая нашлась.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
Действительно.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Так, ну и...
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why...
Так, функция допрос. Допрос. Окей, попробуем. На том, что известно о подозреваемом. Так, Джон Доу, ну то есть Иван Иванович Иванов имеется. Фокус подозрительный. Точнее, подозрительный. Я веду себя подозрительно. Почему ты ведешь себя подозрительно?
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage, but I must be careful.
Так, вроде робкая. Вы кто, собственно, мадам?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more.
Так, ну раз уж пошла такая пьянка,
most of the time.
надо и мне тоже налить. Только не виски. Жарковато сейчас для виски. Дешевого, вонючего пива.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Начнем бережно.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Цвета.
Look, I don't want to answer that.
Fair point, Deborah. Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Попробуем чуть ближе к делу.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Ну, конечно, это Наташа Кошенко.
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
That kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah...
Так. Ну, попробуем еще ближе.
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Oh, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable
Well, I am reliable.
and discreet
That's right.
and thorough
No question about that.
and has a heart of gold.
Да, да. Ну, разумеется. Все нуарные детективы должны быть на самом-то деле добрыми, просто покрытыми слоем ржавчины.
Okay, let's stop it right.
Что-то скрывается.
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort.
Then you're wasting my time.
Да.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Sutherland, not really.
Это еще почему?
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all...
But, Mr. Featherland,
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way
Да,
too
я
old for this
слишком
game.
стар для таких игр.
please, just think again. For me and my...
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be an...
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
The King.
exactly.
Уэслер типа Уизл. Имеется в виду, что хорек.
Feathery.
So you get it now. The secret...
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes...
Достойный коп. Ладно, я вроде как начал понимать, как это работает, механика. Видите, здесь можно переиграть. Угу. Печально известный гангстер Ибн Уэслер. Так, понятно.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Так, секунду, надо окна открыть, потому что жара, и я боюсь, что мой комп не выдержит. я снова с вами.
Well, okay.
Ну-ка,
Let's see.
что она нам хочет показать? Я знаю Молли очень хорошо.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall
причем
with the
ты бывшая
well-worn
жена?
picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Да.
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Ну, конечно, мисс Кошенко в царь
Didn't
клубе.
you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
Да.
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve.
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem.
Какая
Let
же?
me guess. Mr. Wessler
Ну,
better not
конечно.
know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you,
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Так. Нам, видимо, надо вызвать ей... Старый друг Льюис Сэнвуд. Дикий кролик. Так, какой там телефон? 555-932. Ну чё, позвоним ему. Как хорошо, что я помню, как пользоваться этой штукой.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend.
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you and
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only... The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drop...
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Ну, потому что расстались на дружественных, так сказать, Так. Что-нибудь еще вот интересное есть, что мы не успели посмотреть?
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has. I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Так, ствол мы взяли.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Прям как моя спальня, за исключением того, что я не курю. Так, я так понимаю, что перемещаемся мы при помощи карты. Угу. Так, понятно. Так, ну вот, видимо, ничего другого выбрать все равно нельзя. Стрелки не работают. Поэтому отправляемся в полицейский участок.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night? I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind.
Это отсылка к LA Confidential. Дикобразы.
Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny. What you scratching at over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got...
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the Chief. Did you miss me? No? Same here. Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement. Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those 2 prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this...
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time? Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny, and he's good to me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something,
Я подаю, что
don't even think about
Бубо
taking it.
это сова. Просто потому что, вернее, филин. Просто что по-латински Бубо это, собственно, филин и есть.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn
Я
right.
угадал.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay?
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but
Sonny boy.
more like a clucking pigeon.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual.
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. Wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Bloodborne.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Главное, чтобы здесь не было свиней полицейских же.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we part.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be...
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see.
No worries, pal.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
Не, переводится, конечно, корявый, но тут, наверное, бесполезно жаловаться.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic. One of Blood Boyle's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course.
Брехун.
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
Ну, пошли на стрельбище.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's... Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
Ну, это, понимаете, это шутка, да? Keep your gun clean, это не только про ту пушку, про которую вы думаете.
Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most.
Я смотрю, этот Марти большой фанат оружия.
I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha II, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored.
Похоже, этот Марти помешан на оружии. Пушка-сексуалист.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no
Да,
time.
ну, вы понимаете, это каждый раз с этого начинается. Разберемся в два счета, дело маленькое.
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, What's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie...
All right.
Да,
Susie
похоже,
can
все
come.
еще хуже, чем я думал. Он реально
That's what I
пушки
want to
воспринимает
hear.
как женщин. Так, ну что ж, это уже как бы хорошо.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice...
You're right. I mean...
Так, ну чё, давайте это самое тоже попробуем. Так, стоите в районе, подойти заложников. Все просто. При попадании противника даются очки и время. Ага. 6 надо перезарядить. Прям как в вестернах. Ну еще быстрее. Окей. Ну давайте. Злодей. 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 Ой, это... Я хотел застрелить злодея, а тут тупорылый слон вылез. Ой, да... У местных заложников какая-то дурная манера. 1600 баллов. Да, это маловато, учитывая, что даже в топ-4 не попадаю, а у Марви 10 тысяч. Ну что, давайте еще раз. Блин. Так, ну я получил ачивку за то, что я получил больше 5000. Но, блин, я все равно не побил Мозеса. Ладно, хрен с ним. В следующий раз постреляем. Свет выключим, потому что что уж это, да.
Still drink coffee.
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last...
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Well, all right.
You don't have to come.
Okay. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is blood-boiled?
Well, it seems we can't...
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding.
Ну, разумеется, начальник полиции будет Бладхаундом.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino.
What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, 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 careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part?
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin.
That's it, boss. To serve and protect.
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up.
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell
For all the
out of my
marrow
sight.
bones. Мозговые кости.
Have a
Потому что
lovely
типа
evening,
пес.
Bob.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you letting off some...
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops, after all.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
Звали Климова.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my...
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves.
Okay, but take care of each other.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Ну чё, поехали? А, смотри, тут можно подсветить.
Did you ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than the other?
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
Смотри, это отсылка к скотному двору Орвелла, а сам герб...
Oh, so that's why our king's a fox and not a sheep or a bird, right?
It's maybe a little late, but you're starting to get it, detective.
Почему именно лев и лис? Это отсылка к государю Макиавелли, потому что он говорил, что правителю приходится быть как львом, так и лисой. Я смотрю, эту игру делали люди высокой культуры. Так, ну чё, поехали. Царь-клуб. Так, еще раз. Скок-дог. Я так понимаю, что это типа, из-за того, что песочницы это типа временные. Поэтому давайте сперва туда съездим.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers,
Я так понял,
and
что это
watered-down
отсылка
coffee.
к песне Hello
The
Darkness,
cold
My
light
Old
called
Friend.
me,
Про
but
него
I didn't want to get out
нового
of the car. If we went...
Are you sure that thing's a dog?
The name Hop Dog is
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray.
a natural-born genius.
Yeah, right.
Of all that's...
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know.
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown.
Oh, I'm gonna...
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself.
Не обслуживают насекомых. Типа расовая сегрегация. Чего тут в меню? Почти ветчина, помидор и напиток. Понятно.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the hive.
То есть, видимо, Ули — это квартал, где живут насекомые.
Wild ones. Don't even remind me.
It's been even worse since.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire...
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
There used to be such life around here before.
That was a very long time.
I was a little chick. And the hop dog.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone down.
True.
But at least the coffee's
That's right.
peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by...
Maybe that's the only way it can...
Doesn't it remind you of something?
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird. Could this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
Ugh, the place is deserted.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
Енот содержит закусочную.
He sure didn't get any...
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Мне клевать. Неплохая идея. Кэстон Мэвис.
And voila!
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
Типа местный Элвис Пресли. За пригоршню перьев дохлые мухи молчат. Попробуй меня, детка, в моем городе огонь. Тень сомнений, не все копы свиньи. Включить ничего нельзя. А, вот. Да. Что у него тут в меню?
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall?
substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And
I don't care what you eat. But don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to...
ooh, and
I'd rather have somebody pull my...
you used to be...
Yeah, and my back didn't hurt either.
Furry heavens, it's depressing being around you, boss bird.
Да.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
It's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep...
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years, anyway.
And?
Так.
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out. Brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird.
Я смотрю, не зря мы сюда
A
заскочили.
lady?
It's always about a lady.
It's always about a lady. Да.
Well, there is a woman,
I knew it.
but not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor. Like the good old...
Okay, I'm in.
Так, теперь, видимо, допрос его надо будет вести, да?
So, Ibn's gone in.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood to...
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different...
Business affair.
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that. So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
I've gotta say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I...
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
And his gorilla. Видимо, там уже настоящая горилла.
Not gorilla.
Бабуин, а не горилла.
Whatever.
Sonny, watch your beak.
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years.
Mind your tongue, furball. You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
Big Sleep — это чендлеровская нуар-роман.
And what are your plans?
Of course. You got a better...
A couple, yeah. But somehow this...
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Так, ну что, вроде все у него спросили, что было можно. Допрашивать не о чем. Fuck the king. Where all the
Well,
colors
that's
go?
a good question.
Потому что это черно-белый фильм. Так, ну, видимо, едем дальше. Если мы заедем обратно домой.
Yeah, she's...
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there.
cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a...
Ah, that. Now, that's got to be the Ibanez day.
Pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic.
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much.
The bitter old dog.
Ah, true.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird.
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. Sure.
А, ну это, видимо, на тот случай, если бы мы не взяли пушку и все остальное из самого из ящика. Ну, поехали в царь-клуб.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, boss.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember?
The broad who
but
sent
first
me the
we need to get
message.
into the
There.
club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of...
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for.
As you say, boss.
Девушка аист в шубе.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing. Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name?
Lewis.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the...
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Царь клуб.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
Да. Нуарные сравнения же нет, ты прав.
The
На месте.
girls.
New Year's Eve's once a year, right?
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering. Like the rhino beauty on this big...
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really...
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together.
Yeah, hilarious.
Huh, I like this.
Why's that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Look. One day, neon signs will cover the whole...
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now.
Cluck off, Sonny. Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of...
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here.
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah,
Nothing's easier, sir.
The list?
Ah, don't tell me.
I'm afraid I did, Marty.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
What can you tell me about the first
You mean Miss Natasha Katze?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that...
Pardon, monsieur, but I...
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course. Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman.
Is that so?
I'm afraid that is all.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but... This place doesn't...
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any...
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I get the news and more. And
oh my God, not the books again.
so it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. And thanks for the information, Pat.
Thank you for
No problem, Shakespeare.
Так. Может, Льюис нам поможет?
Hi, Lewis. This is my pop.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, Lauren.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary chicken police back together?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment.
I see.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my...
Okay, then. Catch you later. Let's not bother.
Okay, boss.
Как же нам тогда быть?
Molly. That fella's built.
Wanna bet?
Not today.
Ah, it's okay, Bertha.
What was that?
Nothing.
Did you bring Big Bird?
Gods, no.
Was that a rhetorical question? Look, Lewis.
Well, yes.
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight.
Oh. Oh. I get it.
Yeah, something.
No.
Much obliged.
Yeah, thanks.
Excuse.
Ah, jeez, what the?
What? Did I say something?
Sir. How...
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good.
L'argent, sir.
And as for you...
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to...
Так, хорошо.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweet?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to...
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try...
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time...
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy
Я
when his
получил ачивку за то, что я свистнул
problems.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas...
Talking, eh? About what? About why...
Look,
Good. And let it stay that way.
at least we're cracking this one together.
Sure.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here...
Hey, there's Fillmore.
Who? Oh, yes. Fillmore. Because that's what he calls himself.
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in...
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth... Well, well. If it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Это, видимо, опять же, это пародия на Филиппа Марлоу из книжек Чендлера.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Turk Cayman.
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes.
Да.
Just the usual.
Angelic voice, demonic eyes.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns...
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Fillmore.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal.
Так, а это, видимо, пришел тот самый бандюган.
That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from...
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Two whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
No,
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you...
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water.
Yes, sir. That wasn't a...
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Wait, horny.
Oh, man, your sense of humor...
You just need to get used to it again.
What if... This is...
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That would...
I try. I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even...
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
Везде ар-деко такое.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just entered...
Oh, yeah.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood.
Cut the crap, Marty.
Oh.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff.
Oh, yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So...
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you...
All right, Mr. Wessler.
Look, detective, if you want...
All right, Mr. Wessler.
Допрос, опять же, надо вести. Окей, попробуем.
Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately... How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you.
No, not...
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why didn't you just call...
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for...
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station, once...
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally...
Very much so, Mr. Wessler is tougher than I thought. And he's secretive. Don't you find these messages dangerous?
That specific word is, it's insulting and obscene, and unfortunately, everyone could see it on the...
I know.
Well...
Jealousy?
Yeah, most...
You know that firsthand.
Anything else?
Business going well?
Depends on which one.
Real estate, catering, charity, protection, extortion, bribing cops, contraband.
Funny guy.
How are the casinos?
Fine, thank you.
Damn.
And I've heard you're not on...
Then it seems we have a
on uneven ground.
That was
Yeah, I tried.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand.
So, yeah.
No.
Wouldn't you?
It would make my job easier.
Yeah, it would only lead you...
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How do...
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora? So I accidentally let's...
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse.
You don't remember?
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like a...
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town.
Oh.
Yeah, every other week.
I see. That's very...
Yeah, if you say so.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red.
So, can we meet your...
I don't see why not. But first...
Thank you for your time.
I have no doubt about...
Hey, we should, grab...
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen.
Oh.
Please, take a seat.
Ну, разумеется. Торч-сонг.
Sonny. Sonny.
Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
Песня нарочито идиотски безвкусная.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique...
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Да, sometimes less is more.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get...
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room.
I'll be waiting.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Да. Да, эта игра по мне. Мне как раз хотелось что-нибудь такое поиграть, повествовательное, типа квеста. Вот, и при этом смешное. Ладно, я думаю, что хватит нуара на сегодня. Спасибо, Женя, что пришел. До новых встреч.